feel like I should get like a drink. I'm thirsty. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Bookmas Day 3. I hopefully saw you yesterday and the day before, and I hope you guys really enjoyed those videos. So welcome to this one. I look the exact same as I did in Bookmas Day 1 because I'm literally filming this 30 seconds after finishing that one, but I'm filming my bookshelf tour, so I thought why not separate my TBR or my haven't read books into its own video because I have a lot of books, as we can see on the shelf, that I haven't read. There are also a couple scattered amongst the rest of the bookshelf that I haven't read, but I'm just going to focus mainly on these two shelves because for the most part these are where all of the unread books that I have all live for the most part. I'm also not going to give you guys a very in-depth tour of my TBR because I already made a whole video about that back in November. So if you guys want to see that video about all of my TBR books that are on my like end of year TBR that are sitting up on the dresser right here, go watch that video. Moving on, we're cracking a cold one because we're going to do a lot of talking in this next little bit. So we're opening Dr. Pepper because what else is new? Cheers. I love Dr. Pepper. Just so you guys know. Just so you know. In case you didn't know. Let's get to the TBR, everybody. First up, we have the Magnolia Parks series. I have the first two of Magnolia Parks, which I have read, but this is the new copies, like the new covers, the traditionally published covers. I have the new one of that, and then the book that I haven't read is Daisy Hates, which is the second book in that like world or that series. I have heard really good things about Daisy Hates, so I would really like to get to this. Definitely in 2025, I would love to continue the series, especially because I've heard a lot of really, really good things, specifically about the Daisy Hates books, so we'll see. I don't know. Next, on our unread shelf, we have the entire Love and Gelato series. I bought this series, I want to say over the summer. I don't even know. I bought it like a couple of months ago. I had put Love and Gelato, the first book, on my TBR because I really wanted to read Love and Gelato. It seemed like really cute, fun, fluffy, young adult romance, and I never ended up picking it up. But I had bought the whole box set because it made more sense to buy the whole box set, but I should have just bought Love and Gelato and not all three because I just don't really feel like I'm probably going to end up reading the entire series, but I have all three, which is Love and Gelato, Love and Luck, and Love and Olives. Next, we have all of the Larry Reed's X Eternal Embers editions of a bunch of her favorite books. Starting with the one I've already pulled out, we have the Sinner's Duet bind up, so these are the two books by Sophie Lark. It is also signed by Sophie Lark, which I literally screamed. This cover is so beautiful. So beautiful. And then we also have the Archer's Voice Larry Reed's edition. Again, this cover is beautiful. Redeemed from Lauren Asher's series. I would love if I was able to get all of Larry Reed's editions for this entire series because this book is gorgeous, and if all the books are going to look like this, I want all of them. So I have to make sure that I'm keeping up with Larry so I know if they're going to put out the special editions of the rest of the series because these are beautiful. This is the last book, I believe, or like the fourth in this series. Both Binding and Keeping 13's special editions from Larry Reed's. Again, haven't read these ones. They're very intimidating. They're very big and like they're tall, and like the text on the inside is so microscopic small. It's insane. I don't even know how that's possible, but these covers are gorgeous and beautiful. I actually haven't opened Keeping 13. It's still like in the plastic protective sleeve. I just haven't opened it yet, but yeah. So there's all those that are on my unread shelf. We have Asher Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. I read Delilah Green Doesn't Care a while ago and really, really liked it. I meant to keep going with this series because there were more books from more of the girls that you like meet in the first book. I just haven't got around to reading it. That's all. Next, we have some Colleen Hoovers that I'm really not sure if I'm ever going to get to. We have All Your Perfects and Ugly Love. I don't know how I feel about Colleen Hoover. I've seen a lot of videos, watched a lot of content about how her books are just not great, but I already have them, so I might read that. I don't know what to decide what to do with that. Next, we have The Reunion by Kayla Olson. This book I just saw at Walmart, like just browsing the book aisle, and was like, this looks really cute, and then realized it had literally been released the day I was there in Walmart, which was crazy. Picked it up and sounded really cute. It seems like a very like summery, I mean it looks like a very summery read, so we'll get to it. We might not. Who knows? Next, we have a book that I actually picked up because it was going to be in my reading book talk books video, but I never ended up picking this one to do for that video because it made me nervous. That is Normal People by Sally Rooney. Heard a lot of really good things, heard a lot of really not good things. So I'm really indifferent on whether or not I want to read the book. Also, I have one of those stickers on it and there's like sticker residue all over it. I hate it. It makes me uncomfortable. Next we have Some Girls Do by Jennifer Dugan. I got this during June. I was trying to do a video reading LGBTQ plus romance books and it kind of fell apart. June was just like I don't even know what happened in June, but I did purchase a couple of YA and also I believe adult LGBTQ plus like romance books to read for a video, and I never ended up doing it, so maybe this coming June we'll do it, but that's what this is from. Also, apparently she's the author of Hot Dog Girl. I have no idea what that means, but it's a book, I guess. I don't know. Here we have Georgie All Along by Kate Claiborne. Again, this is the one that I found at Walmart the day it was released and just happened to pick it up and be like, this sounds really cool. The synopsis on the back sounds really, really interesting. I just haven't got around to reading it because there's a lot of other books, but it sounds really good. Next, we have Pretend You're Mine by Lucy Score. This is one I just saw at Walmart, read the back, thought it was really interesting. Figured out what it was like a part of. It's a part of a series. It's the... I thought Pretend You're Mine was in the Benevolent series. It's not even on the list. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is from that series. It's just not like... I'm confused. Anyways, it sounds really good. It's like a military romance. He's a member of the National Guard. Sounds really cute. I don't know. Next we have One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I want to watch the show, but I refuse to watch the show before I read the book. So we're gonna read this soon. I don't know. The Roommate by Rosie Danon. I've heard some mixed reviews on both this and like the second. I think there's like a companion novel of it or whatever. Heard some mixed reviews. I like the cover though. The cover is very fun, very cute, very like shiny. Like the neon is really cool too, but you know, just haven't read it yet. Next, we have Radio Silence by Ashley Oseman. This is one of her like actual like novels. I just haven't got around to it. She's just, Heartstopper's just so good. It's just so good. But I would love to read Solitaire, which is about the sister from Heartstopper. That's like a regular like novel, and I would love to read that because I just love Tori. Just love her from Heartstopper. But there's that book. We have another one of the LGBTQ plus books that I got for the video. We have She Gets the Girl by Rachel Lippincott and Allison Derrick, I'm assuming. They're the co-authors of 5 Feet Apart, which is a movie that I watched. I never read the book, but I watched the movie and really, really liked it. So I picked this one up because it sounded really cute and the cover is really adorable. Like, look at the roller skates. It's so cute. But I never read it because I didn't film the video. But next we have Picking Daisies on Sundays by, I'm assuming it's Liana Zincotti. I don't know, man. Her name looks very Italian and I always hate Italian last names because I never know how to say them. I basically picked up this book, which you barely can see because it is so overexposed, because of Sarah Caroli. She read it in a reading vlog and like raved about it, and I was like, we're gonna pick it up. So I did. Haven't actually gotten around to it, but it sounds really cute and it just looks cute. I don't know. There's that. We have The Lucky List by Rachel Lippincott. I don't know, man. I actually started this book. I have a bookmark literally in it. I literally started it and just never went back to finish it. This is the book I had started for the reading vlog video and just never finished the book because life got too crazy and I just did not have the energy in my body to film the video. But I will probably eventually go back and finish this book, but we're saving our spot just in case. We have the infamous Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I hate that the cover is like the little short one. I hate when they do that. Again, for the reading vlog video, didn't read it. This thing is so thick. I don't understand. But, Next we have Judy Blume's Forever. This is just like a cute, short little romance book. I think about like a couple kind of on the rocks. I don't know. It looked cool. I don't know. That's all I have to say about it. Randomly, we have The Legacy from the Off-Campus series. I'm pretty sure this is the last one in the series. And for some reason, it is on the shelf. I think it's supposed to be with the other ones, but it's like not. Yeah, The Legacy is the last book I don't know, it's on the shelf, I don't know. And then very randomly, we have this really weird graphic novel that I started and I'm pretty much almost done with, but it's kind of meh. It's Rainbow Volume 1 by Sunny and Gloomy. I don't know. It like looked cool and like the art is pretty cool, but I never finished it. It's a really weird story. I don't know. I haven't made a decision on if I like it or not. Moving on. Let's move down to the lower shelf. We're gonna start over here. The Fault in Our Stars. This is my, the original copy we have. I think this is like a copy from 2012, which is kind of insane. I've read this book 3 times? Two or three times. I can't really remember. I would love to do a reread of it though, because I loved this book. I have both of the Fable books. We have Fable and Namesake. This is so cool. They like make a face. It's so cool. I picked these up because I had heard some really good things about the books, but I don't know. I think I tried reading Fable a while ago and just never got into it. They're also sprayed edge copies from Walmart or something. I don't really remember why I got them, but I've heard really good things. I definitely think it's going to take me a while to actually end up getting to these, just because I have so many other books in this like same genre that I would love to get to, but I will say the covers and everything are gorgeous. Next we have Murder of Innocence by James Patterson. I believe there's 2 books. Yeah, there's Murder of Innocence and A Murderous Affair. It's like 2 books put into this book that are like co-written with James Patterson. Next we have The Rebel King. My sister's now husband picked this out randomly in the Target like book section and wanted me to read it. We didn't realize at the time, but this is like the second or third book in a series. So in order to read it, I guess I could just read it if I wanted to, but in order for it to like all make sense, I'd need to read the other books first. So I just haven't got around to reading it yet because I don't really feel like reading the other ones. Next we have The Cruel Prince by Miss Holly Black. I have been meaning to read the Cruel Prince trilogy, the whole series, for a really, really long time. I just haven't got around to it, so eventually we'll get there. Next we have Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sulin Tan. Do I want to get to this book really badly? Yes. Am I really, really intimidated by the book? Also, yes. I'm afraid that I'm not going to understand. Like I'm a smart person, but I feel like sometimes with fantasy books, they're just a little out of my brain power. So I'm a little nervous that I won't understand, but I really, really want to read it. It looks gorgeous and sounds like a really good book. I just have to get the courage to read it, I guess. And then below those, I have volumes 1 and 2 of Lore Olympus. I've read number 1, haven't read volume number 2, but I'm not getting them out from underneath all of the things to show you that. And I also have Adult Lessons by Gabby Hanna. Don't want to talk about it. It's just in here because I have nowhere else to put it. Okay, next we have Layla by Colleen Hoover. I think Layla and Verity are probably the only 2 Colleen Hoover books that I'm actually kind of excited to read, because both of them are like paranormal thrillery and they just sound really cool. I don't know, that's all. Next we have Shatter Me by, I want to say it's Tata Mafi. I think that's how you say it, but don't quote me on it. I think that's how you say it. I've heard in videos people say it like that, but anyways, I have started this book twice. I want to say twice, and I have never finished it. I don't know what it is about the book. I think it's the fact that the series is so big and so well loved. I'm so afraid to read it and not like it that I just keep not reading it, but it's there. My bookmark is still in it. So next we have The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. Again, just a book that I saw, really, really liked, like the cover of, had heard really good things. Heard it compared to the X-Men, like, universe, and how, like, that, like, and, like, that's, like, the dynamic between the house and, like, the kids and stuff that's, like, a part of the book. Picked it up immediately. Have not read it, but would really like to read it soon. Next, we have The Devil in Blue Jeans by Stacey Kennedy. It's a Harlequin novel. I don't know what that means. The cover just looked really cool and the synopsis sounded really cool, so I picked it up. It's just a random book I saw at Barnes & Noble and just thought it looked cool. Sad that the spine isn't cool. The spine is literally just like pink and blue, but the cover is really cool looking. Next, we have Payback's a Witch by Lana Harper. I've been meaning to read this book for literally years. I'm pretty sure that I purchased this book in October of 2022 when I first got into reading, and still, as of December of 2024, have not read the book, meaning to. Will hopefully get to this next October or soon, I don't know. Hopefully. Next, we have These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. I don't know. I think it was like recommended to me on Amazon for like Halloween, and I just picked it up. It looks cool. I have literally no idea what it's about. The Song of Achilles by Miss Madeline Miller. I picked this up when I, again, first really got into reading. It was one of the books I had seen consistently being recommended and everyone saying it's amazing. I just never got around to it because by the time I was like looking to read it, I had started seeing a bunch of things about how it's like not very good, it's very slow, it's not like interesting, and it kind of deterred me. But I might try to read it just because. I don't know. We have The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I read this book in like 8th grade and really liked it and really liked the movie, and so I decided why not pick up the book and reread, and just haven't got around to rereading The Outsiders. Next we have Never by Jessa Hastings. I know that this is a very controversial book. Personally, haven't read it, i.e. why it's on the shelf, but the cover is beautiful. And when I got the book from Walmart the day it was released, I posted an Instagram story and tagged Jessa, and she reposted my post. Can you believe it? I'm famous. Okay, moving on. We have next a book that just looked really cool and caught my eye, and therefore I picked it up and read the synopsis in Walmart and then bought it, knowing really nothing about the author or anything. This is A Broken Blade by Melissa Blair. Apparently this author is like a book talk person and wanted to write her own book, and so she wrote her own book, and look at how freaking cool this cover is. It's like shiny and like her eye, it's so cool. It's so cool. Really excited. Would really like to read this. I think there's more books in the series now. Just thought it looked cool and sounded cool and just picked it up. That's all. Randomly I have an extra copy of The Assassin's Blade. I've read The Assassin's Blade. I don't know why it's on the shelf, but yeah, I don't know why it's down here, but it's down here. Next we have Wicked Beauty by Kate Robert. Is it Katie? Because there's 2 E's. Or Kate. I don't know. Anyways, this is in the, what is it called? Dark Olympus. Is that what it is? I don't know. Yes, Dark Olympus. This is the 3rd one in the series. I have the first 3. I've read the first one, the second one's on my TBR, and this is the 3rd one. The covers are all so cool. I loved the first one. Next, we have the first 2 in the Bargainers series of book 1 and book 2. Unfortunately, they no longer print in this style anymore, which is devastating. These are gorgeous. I've read Rhapsodic, which is the first one, and really liked it. I believe it's one of my 5-star reads, I think. And then this is A Strange Hymn is the second one. I haven't actually got around to reading it. I know there's some like novellas and I believe a 3rd book. But they're not in this style. Like they're not going to be in this print style, and that really bothers me. Okay, next we have the entire box set of Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I've been meaning to read this for a long time. I want to watch the Netflix show. I think it's Netflix. Just haven't got around to reading them. I was going to make a whole video. I probably still will try to make a video where I read these books, because I think if I make a video, I'll be more inclined to actually read them. But yeah, there's that. And last and finally, the last book on the shelf is The Sanctuary of the Shadow by Aurora Ascher, Ascher. I don't know. Again, saw this book, thought it looked really pretty in Walmart. I believe the book itself actually looks kind of cool too. I got the dust jacket on it. Literally had done no research about the book, read the synopsis, thought it sounded cool, and was like, sure. Since then, I've seen probably like 35 TikToks all about how this book is trash, and I'm just kind of afraid to read it now. So, moving on. That's all the books that are on these 2 shelves that I haven't read yet, that are just on my shelf. If there's any books that I've spoken about that you guys want to see a full-length reading vlog for, let me know, because I would love some inspiration for some video ideas specifically geared toward books, because that's kind of what I've been into lately and that's kind of the content I've been making. Apologies to my friends and family who aren't as into the book community as I am, that are being forced to suffer through all of my book content, but thanks for supporting me, guys. Love you. Mwah. That's all I really have. There's also a couple, again, scattered amongst the rest of the shelves that I haven't read. Like the entire Throne of Glass series is literally sitting up on the shelf above me that I haven't read. But I just kind of wanted to go over these books because these are all like the random ones. The ones that are up there, I know eventually I'll get to. These are books that I'm like, I think I'm going to read eventually. I'd like to read eventually. I just don't know what to read. So if you guys want, please give me some advice down below of what books you guys want to see, what books you think I should read from my bookshelves, trying to get rid of the TBR or as much of the TBR as possible this coming year in 2025 is one of my goals. And then, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe down below. And don't forget to put on those post notifications so you get a notification the next time I post. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Toodles! Mwah.